You posted 5, maybe 10 videos. You spend hours planning, filming, editing, and your analytics look like this. And right now you're thinking, this doesn't work. I'm totally wasting my time. I should just go back to buying leads or whatever else I was doing before. I have coached hundreds of agents through this exact moment, and what I'm about to tell you might be the most important thing you hear about YouTube this entire year. The first thing I need you to hear is that low views in the first 1 to 3 months is not a sign that anything has gone wrong. This is normal. This is the normal trajectory for every successful real estate channel that I've ever seen, including my own. When I first started, my early videos got almost no views. I remember checking my analytics constantly, refresh, 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 like somehow that was going to change the number. Spoiler alert, it didn't. Here's what was actually happening behind the scenes. YouTube didn't know me. It didn't know what my channel was about or who it was for. It didn't know who to show my videos to or whether my content was any good. So it tests your videos on small audiences first, and it watches how those people respond. Do they click? Do they watch? Do they engage? Do they binge watch? And based on that data, it decides on whether to show your video to more people. But that process takes time, not hours, not days. It takes weeks and months. And during that period, your view counts are going to look kind of discouraging. But the algorithm is learning. Every video that you publish is giving YouTube more data about your channel. The agents who succeed are the ones who understand this and keep going anyway. The agents who fail are the ones who see, 40 views, none of this is working. It's a total waste of time. I'm not doing it anymore. Now, let me tell you something that completely reframes how you should think about views. In most industries, low view counts are a real problem. If you're a beauty influencer or a tech reviewer, you need tens of thousands of views in order to make any money at all because your business model depends on volume. Real estate is nothing like that. We don't need 1 million transactions to make a good income. So let's say you make a video about what the real estate market in a very specific geographic farm area is doing, and it gets 200 impressions, but only 48 views. It sounds kind of pathetic, right? But think who those 48 people are. They are homeowners that live in that neighborhood. They searched for information about what the real estate market was doing in that area. And depending on what the title was, if you pitched this as a title for homeowners, then these are owners in that geographic farm area, your geographic farm area. They're actively considering moving and they are looking for information and they watched your video. And out of those 48 videos, let's say 5 click through to your website and fill out a form of some sort. Let's say 1 becomes an actual client. That's a real transaction from a whopping 48 views on that video. And what's your average commission check? $5,000, $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 more. You just made thousands of dollars from a video that got 48 views. Show me another marketing channel where you get that time of return on time spent, and that little views can generate that kind of return. So the reason that agents get discouraged is because they're comparing their view counts to huge entertainment channels. You are not Mr. Beast. You are a local service provider. You are using the world's second largest search engine to get in front of people who are already looking for help in your market. And that is the key. 48 views from the right people is worth more than 200,000 views from random people all over the world who have no interest in buying or selling a house in your area. Now, I'm not saying you should just post anything and hope for the best. If your views are low, there are specific things looking at to see if maybe something could be tweaked. And none of it is stuff that you got to change your entire channel. Your title is the single biggest factor on whether or not somebody clicks. If your title doesn't clearly match something that your potential client is Googling, then YouTube can't rank it. Savannah, Georgia vlog doesn't tell anybody anything. They might think that I'm a travel vlogger or they're a tourist and they want to go there on vacation. That does not help you get a lead if you make a video like that. But Savannah Quarters Real Estate Market Update, May 2026, that's a good title. That tells YouTube exactly who to show this video to. Go back through your published videos right now. Can you make the titles more specific, more search friendly, more compelling? You can update titles anytime you want to, and it often really gives your video a second wind. Number 2 is your thumbnail. I know this feels like a small thing, but thumbnails are half the battle. If your thumbnail is a screenshot from the video itself, people scroll right past it. Here are 2 thumbnail examples. One, a bad blurry screenshot mid-sentence. Half the time my mouth is wide open, eyes are closed. And a good thumbnail example, a clear face, readable text, high contrast. You don't need to be a graphic designer, but your thumbnail needs to be a very clear image where I can easily read the words without having too many words on the thumbnail. It creates curiosity. I tell my students to spend almost as much time on the thumbnail as they do on the video itself. That is how important it is. And number 3 is the actual topics that you choose. Are you making videos about what you want to talk about or what the people in your market are actually searching for? There is a big difference. I talked to an agent yesterday who has a channel where she's trying to attract sellers, but the videos that she's been making recently are clearly trying to attract buyers. So the algorithm is like, I don't understand who you're trying to reach with this channel. Therefore, I'm not going to try to suggest it to anyone. And that is not what we want. We want the algorithm to get a lot of love. And so she's not getting a lot of love from the algorithm. And that is not what we want at all. So go to YouTube, type in your city name, and look at what autocomplete suggests. Those suggestions are real searches from real people. Then you're going to figure out, what type of client am I trying to attract from this channel? Do I want sellers? Do I want buyers? Do I want investors? If I want sellers, I'm not going to type in moving to Savannah. I already live in Savannah. If I'm already living here, I am not searching that. I'm thinking about, how long will it take to sell my house? What is the market like right now? Do I have to paint my house? Do I have to remodel my kitchen? They're asking questions like that. They're not asking the question that a buyer would ask. Now, I want to give you a realistic timeline because I think having unrealistic expectations are what cause most people to quit too early. So months 1 and 2, you are publishing regularly. Your views are very low. It feels like nobody is watching. This is okay. This is the building phase. YouTube is indexing your content and figuring out your channel. It's looking to see, are you consistent, or are you going to be a one-hit wonder from the 80s, like those singers that make one amazing song and then you never heard from them again? Then in months 3 and 4, you start seeing some traction. I got my first lead after 3 months. I got a seller come list me phone call that I'd never had in my entire career after 3 months of making weekly YouTube videos. So you start seeing some traction. A video or 2 picks up traffic and starts getting more views than the rest of them. You get your first comments from total strangers, people you don't know. Your views are still modest, but they're growing. And then months 5 and 6, this is where the compounding effect kicks in. YouTube starts recommending your videos to people who have watched similar content in the past. Your older videos are starting to get more views, not less. This is when agents start to get consistent inbound leads. But most agents quit somewhere in month 2. They never make it to month 5, which is where the compounding effect starts. And I understand the frustration. I really do. But quitting at month 2 is like planting a garden, watering it for 2 weeks, and then walking away and never looking at it again. You don't tend the weeds. You don't pick the stuff that grows. You just abandon it altogether before anything started even happening. The agents that I've worked with who get leads from their YouTube channel all say the same thing. I am so glad I stuck with it, even when it was hard, even when I felt like nothing was happening. I'm so glad I didn't quit. Here is something I don't see anyone else talking about. Your low view videos are building your credibility with people who find you. When someone discovers one of your videos and they click through to the channel, they see 15, 20, 30, 50 videos all about your market. They're helpful, they're consistent, they're getting to know your personality. That person doesn't care what the view count is. They just see a channel full of relevant content and they think, this agent really knows their market inside and out. Those low view videos that you're embarrassed of, that you want to delete, they are part of the library that convinces a client that you are the real deal. Every video is a brick in the wall. No single brick looks impressive on its own, but the wall as a whole, the wall is impressive, and that's what closes the deal. So no, you should not quit. You should keep going. Now, if you're in that building phase right now and you're finding it hard to stay motivated, I totally understand. It's tough to keep going when you're all by yourself and you don't know if you're doing it right. And that is the exact reason that I created an 8-week live coaching program starting on May 4th. You get my full Video Boss Agent Academy course with lifetime access, plus 8 weeks of live weekly calls where I look at your channel, your videos, your analytics. I tell you specifically what's working, what to fix, and what to do next. It is $19.97, and I'm keeping the group very, very small so that everyone gets individualized attention. I want to be able to help every single person in the group as much as I possibly can over this 8 weeks. So if you're in that should I or should I not phase, having someone in your corner who's been through it themselves makes all the difference. I'll link to the program in the description below. And do me a favor, if you're an agent who's been posting videos and feeling discouraged, drop a comment and tell me how many videos you've made so far. I read every single comment and I will let you know if you are closer than you might think.